The IDA is an entity created by New York State. It's not a direct agency like it's an agency like COBA. It's not directly in the supervision of the mayor. I am the chairman of the CDA, the Community Development Agency by law, and IDA by vote of the IDA members of the council. It helps to create economic activity. Nassau County has an IDA. They're very hard to get these days. They help bring industry or jobs to an area through different means. The waterfront is an IDA project. Piazza may be an IDA project. Staples was probably an IDA project. Its idea is to create economic activity and bring jobs, and they offer tax incentives, sometimes the way pilots paying in lieu of taxes, sometimes in the case of the Savavia, which was previously a good name now, the department store Sweeties, they offer abatements, they charge taxes for 5 years. So it brings activity. They just brought men on moving to the old photo circuit site. The IDA, as mayor and as IDA chairperson, I have worked with Nassau County Economic Development to bring different industries here, look at the Conover property, the photo circuits property, the Fall property, and the properties along the north side of Forest Point Road. Trying to get people here. We're very far north on Expressway, but we actually had some very interesting people here, but it's a big move to move a company. We're trying to keep them on around. We try to keep photo circuits here by lowering their water rate slightly. And back when photo circuits went out of business in April of 2007, it took $1.5 million worth of revenue out of my first budget that we always counted on water and sewer revenue. So these realities today, we outsourced our industrial revolution to Asia years ago when we started the environmental laws. Looking in hindsight, we probably have done a better job with it, but we do work at bringing jobs here, and we work with the unions, we work with developers, we work with the landowners. It's a hard process because the money's not there, and no one knows exactly where equity's coming from in the future. We know we need jobs, everyone says that, but just bring people here and send them, open up a store, open up a business, it's not that easy, but we are trying.
No, the IDA is not doing what it's supposed to do. Our IDA is primarily acting as a host to residential developers. It's supposed to be going on the road and attracting business and telling them what's good about Glen Cove and using these pilots and these tax abatements as incentives to bring them here. We're not doing that. The mayor has installed himself as the chairman of the IDA. I think that's a conflict because that's who decides on the pilots. The mayor is keeping control of the pilots and deciding after the fact. We need to have a process where the pilots are decided in advance so that the planning board and the public know in advance what the tax abatement is going to be, and everybody can make a true cost-benefit assessment of the projects. The IDA, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. We've spoken about taking some of our commercial properties, some of which the mayor has mentioned, and opening them up to incubators or office projects. Office parks, clean development. But in conjunction with that, you need to do more to bring the people here, to enable people to get here, enable people who work here to live here, to bring those jobs here. And I'm proposing that we do the logical thing, lobby the state and the MTA to improve our rail service along the Seacliff Avenue corridor. Doesn't it make all the sense in the world to have frequent service, to more convenient service, enabling people to get here, enabling people to live here and get into the city? You could develop that whole area, railroad station within a block of the office parks. That makes all the sense in the world, but we're not doing anything there. We're building a $60 million ferry terminal about a couple of miles away that no one's going to use.
Okay, first of all, the idea of office parks, incubators, and all that stuff is not new. We are doing those things. It's just not, you can bring a horse to water, you can't make them drink. That's an old saying. As far as the rail service, they have the MTA, a couple of MTA heads ago, used to work with my cousin Tom. We have asked for improved rail service. Right now, we're asking for is a shuttle service between Oyster Bay and Mineola. Mineola employs like 17,000 people. It's a nice hub. Instead of going all the way to Manhattan, get us to Mineola. And the new head of the MTA